immediately for TT.
This is good. Has a decent spread into the Renekton, and the value that you get later in this game I think is great. A problem that and then you can kind of be a bit of more annoying, but maybe you just took a few too many bad trades. Well, WX.
Speaking of bad trades, MF taking a good chunk of damage. Ryan trying to close the distance, trying to lock him down. And yes, indeed, we're going to be able to get the MF almost for free. First kill going over to TT, and soon to be the second one. This should be plenty of opportunities. Yes, indeed. And that's a lot of gold over for ThunderTalk on the Varus.
Down, and then everything after that is kind of a tough ask afterwards. So some small mistakes from TT early. We go back into live, and Keshi has teleported bottom lane. There's no summoner spells for LWX. For a steal on this one.
Gonna look for some sort of angle, but we should have plenty of damage, especially with the conjunction with Varus coming in there, throwing a little bit of poke there. Right.
Lead, who outside of the kills, we're going even right now between him and LWX. So I think ZSM, outside of some early game woes, are doing fine. Here is the pain point though. Ooh. Now you've gotten solo killed. You don't have a ton of grubs, but you're going to get this next wave and maybe another turret plate, and there's no objective to play for from ZSM, so what exactly are we looking for?
A fight, apparently. Bullet time going to get activated, hitting down a whole bunch of people as Southwind has to go out. The exhaust coming down, trying to lock down Ning, able to pick up one kill on the Akali, looking for more. Finally put a point on the board, at least for that mid laner. Aatrox able to absolutely rock the competition. Fofo sort of left here holding the bag, going down about half HP, but it looks like the flash is going to be good, and at least a couple more members make it out, but that's going to be two relatively free kills for ThunderTalk.
Fofo, where is my ultimate, man? Like,
maybe I'm just old and blind. But we're going to maybe potentially see a 2v2 fight over, once again, another small objective. Ning going to about half HP as Jax goes in. Flash over the wall looking for the kill. We are indeed going to pick it up. That's a 3-0 Keshi, a 3-0 Jax. And now we can just probably turn around and take this tower.
Oh, he literally left it, too, to squeeze even Death Brush that they were trying to set up. ZSM and even get to try to make the squeaky play that they were looking for. Now here's something, maybe on the feather.
Starting another fight, Ning going in, but it looks like most of the attention is going to be on top of the support, which is not you want, as Akali goes in, able to rock and deal a good chunk of damage. Fofo going down about half HP as Akali responds to help out their teammate, knocking down another one, and that's a long-winded 1-for-2 trade in the favor of ThunderTalk. And the big thing, too, is Keshi is still here knocking at the door, continuing to keep this Gator in top lane. That's a level 13 Jax into a level 11 Renekton. That's a bit devastating.
Yeah, thankfully for Allah, the wave is underneath his turret, so he gets to farm some of it. Second Dragon goes over to ThunderTalk, and a big win for them as they pick up 3 kills off of that. Maybe even going for a mid-tier one as well. ThunderTalk can do essentially no wrong. I think their drafts are just, or this draft in particular, is doing them a lot of favors thanks to the matchups. It doesn't also go as well. More of a facilitator. LWX kind of is like the secondary kind of AD carry, or kind of the big carry there, but I'm not getting any of that from this composition.
Ning should just kind of die unceremoniously. I don't think there's anything he can do as he goes immediately into Keshi. And honestly, like, maybe just give the kill to Aatrox. I don't think feeding the Jax and making the Jax even more powerful. Because look at this. I just noticed this. This is now a level 11 Renekton into a level 14 Jax. It just continues to get worse, Alk.
No.
And we're dead on MF.
Run, LWX. Okay, now this is just a free kill. Now we're just now we're just playing with our opponents. I mean, we're 2 levels up. This game's cooked, guys. 8,000 gold lead, and we're already looking at inhibitors. Oh no, Keshi, keep going, brother.
Redemption coming down, picking up a kill, almost picking up 2 kills relatively for free. I don't know why. Like, it's not that Ryan has been doing bad whatsoever, but I forgot
the way that franchises have worked in terms of just different kind of brands. I wonder how many of like the newer generation of like kids and people are going to know what G.I. Joe is, because that franchise has completely disappeared.
Yeah, you know, and I don't need another reminder that I'm old. So thanks
or
for that. That's something
He-Man was a big part of my childhood.
Oh,
and
yeah.
No one is going to know that. Maybe outside of like some of the memes that they see him in. They might know Skeletor. That's it.
Skeletor is still a constant meme. We're going to try to lock down Keshi, but we're just refusing to die whatsoever. This is a level 15 Jax, and he still almost picked up a kill. But even though we were able to get the shutdown on Jax,
we're going to continue this because this game's basically over. Producer Ilya, have you watched some Codenames Kid Next Door?
Ooh, that's a good
No,
one.
okay, get him out of here. We got to get this guy out of here. It might just be you and me, Corey. Like, this is... Okay, we're doing this again on Keshi. This doesn't matter right now, guys.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, sure, we're spinning everything on here, but it's just, it doesn't matter. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to pick up a third Drake sort of for free. Feather's just kind of hanging out, you know, taking in the flowers, taking in the scenery. We can still easily pick up a good chunk of kills here. This is going to be a full 3v3, which is not in the favor of ZSM as we go in, picking up 1 kill, looking for a second kill. Ning going to about half HP, bullet time coming in, doing absolutely nothing as Akali goes back in for the damage. Ale trying to pick up a kill, but unfortunately it's just not going to happen, and we get a very long-winded 1-for-2 trade. Once again, Jack's going
Second
down.
time in this game. They did take the third dragon, so Junhao does have... They are on soul point, but... All right.
Feather goes
That's
in.
a freebie.
Pick up a kill.
Okay, they've gotten 3 kills now. They've gotten 3 kills in the last few minutes. I think ThunderTalk are definitely playing with their food.
Okay, we're going to start a fight over here inside the jungle as Aatrox goes in looking for the damage. Fofo going to take a whole bunch of this. Varus able to poke off another one, and just, I don't think there's any way we can win this fight whatsoever. It started out great, but just the wallet diff is absolutely massive. We're sitting at about 40k to, you know, 52k, so, you know, right around a 12k lead. There's just nothing ZSM can do, which is why we're focusing on a lot of the Cartoon Network stuff.
But
this
might
I
just
think
be the
another
end of
one
the game.
yeah. Into game number 1 overall for sure. But what about Toonami? Did you grow up with Toonami?
There's no way he hasn't watched some more. Okay, but like Toonami's more of like a network, and then there's like a bunch of they just play shows. That's more like a distributor than necessarily shows. Although Toonami does have some great shorts in between. That's gonna be the end of game number 1. It's a 13,000 gold lead. All right, bro. All right, cool, man. That's great. Galio gives you a bit more frontline, and it really feels like this allows for Jace to continue on in the game. Ooh, wait a minute. Is this going to be Lee Sin top into Jace? That would be
so that could still go either way. It looks like we did use the public execution, unfortunately, for them, and Lee Sin popping their ultimate down as well. We're starting to fight over here as the Alistair goes in. Southwind looking for the angle. Heroic entrance going to come in, but it looks like the Alistair's already going to be dead before that fight even really kicks off. We got a full response. Drake going to go down, looking for the taunt. Not going to be good enough, and at this point, ThunderTalk might just need to get out of this. I don't think you want to continue this. A couple more stacks getting built up here on the other end. Feather getting so close to going down, but so far it's not going to count. Rom passive almost there on Fofo. Just 1 or 2 more shots. We are going to need to pick it up. Go in. Jace able to absolutely doing a ton of damage. Smolder able to pick up a kill there on their end. Now Ning trying to go around, flash over the wall.
What are we doing?
Brom tries to lock down this dragon. 1 shot there for the passive, and Smolder picks up another kill. ZSM now sitting at 3 and 2.
I don't know what else to say. That they're not really in range. They never got more of those concussive blows down.
I think ThunderTalk just sort of got lulled into a false sense of security. We did pick up a kill, it looks like, on the top lane as things just continue to fall pieces even more and more for ThunderTalk. Inara going down, trying to close the distance. We are indeed going to lock down Feather. Feather should be taken out there, and more kills fall to ZSM. Man, that is a little frustrating, and especially with a couple of those going on Lee Sin. So Ale is now officially online.
Get 3 grubs. Junhao's going to move into the bottom side of the map, start to take some of these camps. Maybe they catch Fofo in rotation. Haru can look. Oh, he gets that taunt down. Okay. Phase rush pops, though. Fofo should be fine. Oh, no.
We do have Cashias here, and this should be a pretty easy kill. Yes, indeed. So that's at least a point back in ThunderTalk's side. We are going to pick up the Void Grubs. Looks like we're going to pick up every single Void Grub for ZSM, so that's going to be a nice neutral objective. Even though the Drake did fall to the other end, looks like Mbess is not going to go for any play. It's just going to go for the reset instead. It's meta. It's just not as likely.
That's what I was saying for Ultra Prime, is that you're usually not going to be able to see them play meta too well, so just play what you're comfortable with, play some of the kind of off picks, because that is what's really going to give you success here. Now Keshi needs to be careful. Yeah, okay, he just gets killed. You're down an item, right? Like Ala already had the Eclipse completed. It's now done for this Mbessa. She'll TP afterwards, but you can see that ThunderTalk are falling a little bit behind.
Momentum of Soul, or the momentum of taking the objective to put things back in their favor, could be pretty nice. I do hope that Galio is able to get at least some good moves on. Ooh, Keshi got to run directly into Ale on this side, but I can't even imagine at this point that we're going to try to dive underneath tower right now.
Oh, what is Ning doing? Oh, Ning, please don't do this.
We're dying. Yep, we're just down. Braum passive too strong.
Now, Ala
Looking
could
for an
be
angle.
dead here. Public execution available. Here we go.
Okay, flash over the wall as Ollie's able to keep themselves alive, but it
We're
looks like we've got
diving,
plenty of
boys.
opportunities to go for the dive. There it is. There's the snipe. There's just no reason it's not going to happen, and that's going to be some nice gold for Jace.
That is from bad.
So it would be nice to try to find that position. We're going to use, once again, that objective to try to crack open one of these T1s and then try to snowball the game from there, at least objective-wise.
Herald's already been started. It's half HP right now. Lee Sin has Prow, and Fofo is now teleporting for this play. Don't think that ThunderTalk can get to the objective in time, but maybe they can look for a turn with this Galio ultimate.
Southwind in, heroic entrance, going to go on top of the Alistair, going to take him down. That's going to be a support dead on the other side as Ollie has to go for a run. Going to run directly into Mbessa, but unfortunately we're going to miss the public execution, and now we're fighting a 1v2. The Cavalry's trying to make their way over here. We're going to be able to close the distance. There's one shot on the Braum passive too, as Ning gets isolated in the jungle, taken down, as Smolder just cannot close the distance. Ollie trying to figure out where to run away to.
That was really smart from Feather and from Keshi. Both of them flashing towards each other. Now they're looking for Ryan. Remember, he has no flash. This will be a good kill going over to them. Stacks onto LWX is nice. Looking for another dive, but he's just going to kill Keshi. Oh my god.
Keshi. Okay, we don't die to the tower. We just die overall. Okay, the very long-winded 1-for-2 trade going in the favor of ThunderTalk, and very heavily so in the favor. Not only were we able to pick up 2 kills, we're able to get a tower, crack that open. I believe we should have...
Not yet.
Shelly
One more
objective. Shelly. No.
But they have to play through the bottom side of the map. They'll grab the tier 1 in bottom lane. It looks like ThunderTalk are not going to even bother to try to go for this play. Maybe with going on to Haru, this actually turns differently now, though.
But Haru doesn't even go down to about half HP, being quite the beefcake, being plenty of tanky. So we got Angles. Feather looking for a spot to go in. There's going to be the Q on Southwind, but unfortunately, we're not able to follow up too much as Keshi and the Lee Sin try to duke it out, looking for the damage. It looks like neither side wanting to really commit too heavily. Shelly going to get deployed for the response, and we're going to try to take the Drake instead. This is very, very good. If ThunderTalk is going for this Drake play, taking this will give them some precious, precious time. Another 5 minutes on the clock if we're able to grab it.
Okay,
Southwind
they grab
in
this
trouble.
one. LWX almost has his stacks. He's at 220. 225. Here's the execute now.
TP coming in, looking for the angle. Rise activating ultimate. It looks like it's going to buy time for Southwind to get out of there. I thought that was getting really close, but Fofo is in danger.
Oh,
this Braum continues to get closer. We pick up a Q and a death as Fofo goes down. We may have gotten the Drake, but we get taken out. But what I do like here is every time ZSM sort of falters a little bit or things happen, we're able to pick up another tower. We picked up the mid tower, the bot tower, and now the top tower.
They get a lot of gold, yeah, but they're going to lose Otacon here. I don't know if I like this, because the experience is necessary for ThunderTalk. Double teleports now. It's Fofo by himself up in 15. Ala comes through. LWX is here. They have the execute, and Ning's on the other side of the pit.
Is here. Ning does go over to the other side. Otacon getting so close to going down. We do, unfortunately, not get it as Jace takes it down. Now ThunderTalk's looking for their kills. The Dragon is in a little bit of trouble as the heroic entrance comes in, locking down the Smolder. Keshi wants this kill, but can we close the distance? There's going to be the taunt, but unfortunately, it's going to miss Q on the other side.
Watch for Smolder.
Kills going back and forward, and Bessa going in, looking to mop up some of these kills. Lee Sin still trying to dish out the damage, trying to lock them down. Fofo in trouble, picking up a Braum passive as we miss another taunt, unfortunately, but it really doesn't matter because there's only one left. Ollie, why are you still here? Gonna pick up a kill on Braum and maybe get out? No way we get out of this.
No!
He gets out of this.
He lives. It's 4 for 2 in the trade. Otacon still secured there by ThunderTalk.
That's necessarily on them, but I do think that is something noteworthy because we were really worried about them getting accelerated. Speaking of getting accelerated, so... Looking for a gank over here. Should try to lock them down. Rise goes in with an ultimate. This should... Yeah, okay. There's just no way. Reset, indeed. So there's still plenty of opportunities for ZSM to turn this around because ThunderTalk, I think, is floundering just a little bit.
It's hard for them to get plays. Their composition is mostly focused on just team fighting around these objectives, and we've seen that time and time again. ThunderTalk have been better in the team fights, but the side lanes in this game are in the favor of ZSM. They'll push out that top wave. They'll trade it for a tier 1 in bottom lane. And the gold is incredibly close right now. We also haven't seen Junhao be too active in this one, at least for the time being, but he's a 3 ILs from ZSM are really in the area. They're going to look to give this one up or maybe even enter late into the pit. Oh, he's just going in. He's by himself.
Drake sitting about half HP. The TP coming in is Ollie looking for an angle to go in. There's going to be the pop execution. The heroic answer to follow it up. Able to get at least a decent amount of knockups. This could turn this entire thing around, but ThunderTalk is able to pick up so many kills. Yanara able to get a second kill, looking for the third, trying to get the fourth, but unfortunately, Fofo is a little bit too quick on the ult, and we're the only one to stay alive. So we got 4 kills and a Drake. That's a little devastating if you're ZSM.
And look at the time on the clock. 25 minutes. Baron spawns. Yeah, we'll just take this one for free. Set a lot of expectations for LWX to kind of carry this team in the mid game, but he does 0 damage right now. Even with the execute, there's just no ability for them to actually find this. All are trying to get away. Thankfully, there's not too much to be joined by Haru. They look to try to use this Baron. Oh, LWX is almost dead here.
Braum ult as the passive for Braum does actually finally pop his rise, is able to get 2 of his members there to safety, but the siege is not over just quite yet. We've got 2 cannon minions to try to crack open the base, and just so much damage. We do definitely have the number advantage. Gonna take the T3, gonna take the inhib, and try to crack more and more of the base. About 29 seconds before LWX is even back on the map, so maybe we're even trying to end the entire game.
I think this is very real. Braum is providing a lot. Southwind is just dead.
Southwind goes in. Southwind goes down immediately. Fofo sitting about half HP to the Fountain to safety. The Rune Prism coming in, trying to buy a little more time. But unfortunately, we go in, get taken down. Public execution on Fofo, leaving Ole here to back up the entire pieces. We've got so many minions, and this indeed is going to be a 2-0 in the favor of ThunderTalk's. LWX is here, but it's too little too late as we end the series.